G63 checkup 2014. Wakey wakey, 1 second. Yep, it is 2014. Okay, with 297,000 kilometers. 297. Okay, all right. It's a sticker. Yep. Since I'm here, let's have a look. 32 week of 2019. Brake pads new, rotors okay, it looks okay. They hammer it here most probably to remove it. You can warm it up a little bit and it can come out easily, no need to hammer it. The spacer I'm talking about. Alright, 32 2019, new brake pads. Rotors looks like these rotors, they are good for scrap only. It's been resurfaced and there is no thickness at all. I don't even have to measure it. I can see the lip here and I can see how thin it's here. This is dangerous, gentlemen. Okay, aftermarket shock absorber. Yep, upside down. Minor leak from the steering box over there. Later on the engine. If you want my advice, these need to be replaced. The saw grill. Okay, has a little bit uneven wear. Yeah. 3219. Also this same thing on this brake rotor. It looks like, to me it looks like it's a half the thickness of the original. That's how it looks like. I'm gonna measure it later on when we're gonna come the guys. I'm gonna tell them to remove the wheel for me to have a look on it, because this is critical. Alright, fine, okay. 3219. Okay, alright, let's go now front. Shit, always I'm hitting my coolant expansion tank 101 classic. It's burnt, this wheel gonna explode. I believe that this is supposed to be the second one or the third one. You can see here where it's mounted the auxiliary pump. Okay, we have a minor leak from the cover there. By the way, these covers are magnesium, pure magnesium. Okay, oil thermostat cover down over there, minor leak, not something crazy. Thermostat here, I see signs of sealant. You don't put sealant, you change the seal only, the o-ring, the seal that has around, and everybody happy. And then I see also sealant here on the upper radiator hose. I don't want to touch nothing from this because they're breaking. They're plastic and they're cracking. It's a ticking bomb, these radiators, especially on this application. Minor leak from the cover. Okay. Has a coolant inside. It looks like it's empty. No, okay. Need to top up. Need to activate the intercooler pump and top it up. Usually from the heat exchangers down from the intercoolers that has front of the bumper, it starts leaking from the plastic housing, from the plastic frame. Here, okay, it's not bad. There is a coolant inside. That's a good thing. Belt looks decent. Power steering fluid, it's open. Okay, it's on minimum, but again, it's okay, it's nice. Brake fluids here. Brake fluid, like I said before, if you are going, let us say, to flush it and you want to remove the brake fluid from here and you bleed it from the calipers, you make one mark. Since you're not planning, if you're not planning, let us say to change the brake pads and the brake rotors front and back, and you put everything brand new, what you're doing, you make one mark where it's the current level of the brake fluid. You bleed everything, you remove the fluid, the cap is broken. Okay, yep, it's broken. And this will gonna contaminate the brake fluid faster, because already this cap is breathing. It's not the ideal. Yep. Yeah, it has a big crack here. Anyhow, so what I was saying, that let us say if you change all 4 brake rotors and 4 sets of brake pads, front and rear, and everything's brand new, then you can put it in maximum. It's fine. But as soon as you didn't change, let us say, brake pads or brake rotors, and you have resurfaced it, like in this case, you're gonna make one mark where it's located right now, the fluid. You're gonna bleed the system, you're gonna put the fresh oil inside, and you're gonna bring it again in the same position. You're allowed to put in maximum only when you have front and rear new brake pads and front and rear new brake rotors. That's the only chance that you're gonna put it maximum. It's an indication because it also has a sensor, the tank. What do we have there? This is for the wiper blades. Okay, so this is supposed to be from the jet. This is going to the T. Yep. Bonnet gas rat, since it didn't fall on my head, the bonnet up to now, supposed to be okay, right? These are the 2 nozzles, and this is broken, it's not even in place. And this pipe is supposed to be on this position. Looks like it's burned. It's a good thing, let us say, to change the pipe, to put a fresh pipe and see if the nozzle is okay, and because if you try to insert the pipe inside, it might break the nozzle. Pollen filter, have to set the guys to take it out from me to see what's going on. Then I saw something back over here. Yeah, there is a minor leak. The seal is here, but there is a wet spot here, plus there is a wet spot back over here. Alright, let's check also the oil level. It's supposed to be disaster, the oil. Give me a second, because I need to use both hands. Okay, oil dipstick clean, put it inside, keep it a little bit there. Alright, here the guys, they removed for me the sparklers yesterday. Looks a little bit tired, looks like that I have some kilometers on it. I have to ask the owner when he changed last time. You can see here the discoloration, it's not being white anymore. The gap looks decent, the color looks decent, it's not consuming oil at least. Did they remove only one sparkler or they remove all of them? Just a second. Ah no, they remove one for each bank, so that means no need compression test, no need a camera, probably. When they remove everything for me, all the sparklers, that means need compression test and need also to check with the camera inside. Now let's lift up the car to see from down what's going on. Standing by for the pollen filter, AC filter. Alright, pollen filter, and removing one of the front tires, front wheels, to measure the thickness. Maybe I'm gonna do it. I have some time. I think I have some time. Yeah. Okay, let's see now From downstairs what we have, the alternator looks like it's a new one, they replaced it. 300,000 kilometers, what you're expecting, you're gonna tell me, right? Yep. Brake lines, okay, it's not tight, it's fine, because by changing the shock absorber, it might change also the travel. What did they put on the fitting? What in hell they put on the fitting? They put a Teflon? It doesn't seal like that. These fittings are not selling on the threads, they're selling on the washer. Dang it. I was talking about for the heat exchanger that usually I don't see anything. I don't see any problem here on the heat exchanger. It's aluminium, this one. Here we see one clamp. Alright. Okay. Not bad. One bolt is missing from there. Not bad. Okay. Now, engine mounts. Looks like it's been replaced. Looks a little bit fresh to me, at least. 1 second. 1 second. I don't see any crack. And again, if you put, let's say, transmission jack and you start raising up the engine, you may crack the engine mounts. These are rubber engine mounts, it's not hydraulic. And if they're a little bit tight, let us say like this, it can stay for 5 years, let us say, on the car. But if you start raising up the engine, you can crack it. It's not smart to check the engine mounts with the transmission jack. And you see that the plate is not straight, so that means, talking about this one and this one, that means somebody changed the engine mounts, and they're fine. It's okay. The stabilizer links, looks nice, looking good. Nothing, not something crazy. You can live with that. Both left and right, it's okay. It's not something crazy. The brake rotors, they are stupid thin. Let me bring the calipers to have a look on it. Has a small leak also from the outer seal. From this side, it's okay. Alright. Since we are talking about mounts, let me see the transmission mount. Beautiful. The transmission mount is new. Has plenty of space. Yeah, it's full up. That's a good one. Intercooler pump. There is no leak or something here. Nice. Bell housing looks like nobody touched it. Transmission oil, we have to ask when did they change last time. The same thing also for the front diff oil, when did they change last time. Same thing for the transfer case oil, if they ever change it. Okay, this is from the seal here. Alright. On the ML or GLE, if you open the drain plug, you can see the chain inside and you can see how much been stretched. Not in this case. Okay, rear diff oil. Did they ever change it? I don't see any mark here. Looks like 300,000 kilometers they didn't change the oil. It's been resurfaced also the rear brake rotors. And the guys, they leave it on a handbrake on. Alright. Controller, it's fine. So let's see the two switches, it's fine. Here on the G55 there is a fuel filter. I think here, or here, somewhere here. Here you see the this is the heat exchanger over here. That's the heat exchanger, and this is a thermostat for the transmission oil. It comes the transmission oil to this thermostat here. Then until it comes the temperature, it's bypassing it. It works like this. When it opens the thermostat, it's given to the heat exchanger that has back here. Okay. Yep, a little bit rusty inside, I guess. The driver's side is a little bit more decent. Okay, alright. A little bit tired the bushes. Not something crazy, it's a G-Class. It can handle some abuse. Need to check it. Usually this is giving up, and when this is giving up, it's now turning back the steering wheel, and then it's reading the road. If you make a test drive with this one that's not working properly, let us say, you can remove it actually to see if it's working or not. If you change it, you see the difference direct from the first second. For this stabilizer, gas strat, call it as you like. Yeah. So, grabbing the crowbar, have a look on it to see what's going on, because by hand I cannot check nothing. Classic. Alright, it looks good. It's looking very good for the mileage. For 8 years old G-Class with 300,000 kilometers, it looks beautiful. I have seen much worse than this. It looks nice and clean, and all these things what I see. Okay, the brake rotors, like I said, the brake rotors, it's stupid thin for me. Let me bring the calipers to just get one measurement. It's just, yeah, calipers, no worries. Okay, it's not precise measurement, okay, but it's gonna give us one idea. It's been locked, by the way, the calipers. It's been locked. You cannot. I open it a little bit more, so you see, it's been already open. So it's gonna be 23 millimeters. 23. This is supposed to be something 36, if I remember right, 38, something like that. This is the minimum thickness, supposed to be 36 or 38. Now at 23, this is good if you want to put it on a Yaris. Thickness that has this brake rotor. Actually, no, it's not good to do it anything. It's good to throw it for scrap. This brake rotor and this brake rotor. And the rear one, I don't remember the thickness of the rear. Can I read it? Here it says minimum thickness. It's 20 millimeters. It's been written here. I don't know if you can see. Just a second. Minimum thickness 20 millimeters. The front one you're not gonna be able to see that because there's no material. They might machine also has a lip also. It's not precise what I'm doing. Here we are at 22. Yes, the rear one is acceptable. 22. I'm stepping on the lip. I can bring the micrometer to read it. It's 22. Let us say remove 1 millimeter, 1.5 millimeter. It will gonna be within the specs. It will not gonna be less than the minimum thickness. So the rear one, it can stay, no need to touch it. The front one, whoever changed and put the new brake pads on these rotors, I don't know, I don't want to say anything. It's not gonna be nice what I'm gonna say. Yeah, it's a heavy car, has some performance. You're not playing with the brakes, especially with the brakes. In any case, now what's the next step? Taking the links, see if there is any space on its wheel. The AC filter, I have to check it. I need to check later on the second part, because this is already, yeah, it's almost 20 minutes. Yeah, on the second part I'm gonna connect the diagnostic to see the timing chain stretched, to see what kind of temperatures it's maintaining the car, because for this car, for the specific car in specific country, even if it does have any modification, the modification for the oil thermostat and the coolant thermostat, it's a must if you don't want to explode the radiators, coolant expansion tank and this kind of stuff. Usually at 100,000 kilometers, 100 to 150, it depends how you're driving, and inside of the city with a hot ambient temperature, they are suffering. They are suffering a lot. One of the reasons is that it doesn't have enough surface front to cool everything down. There is not enough heat transfer, if you like. Maybe Germany is gonna work beautiful, or in USA, or in a cold country, but not here, unfortunately. Need to check also the batteries. Yep, stuff like that. So, second part, later on, like I said, no need to remove the wheel, since I measured it from here, it's far out from the minimum thickness. And like I said, you're not gonna be able to read anything here. They machine it. Okay. Second part with the diagnostic, and if I see something wrong, let us say this melt. Oh boy! Imagine the temperatures here. Yeah. If I see something wrong with the suspension, I'm gonna put on the video. It looks beautiful. I'm gonna double check it. Some boots, they're gone. Okay, what you're expecting, right? It's normal wear, not something crazy. If I see something wrong from the suspension down, I'm gonna start again the camera. Otherwise, the second part is gonna be with the diagnostic, checking the timing, see if there is any fault, stuff like that. Classic, like always. That's not the right one. Did they upgrade the... No, they didn't upgrade it. Okay, yeah, that's it. Let's don't make it bigger, the video, than this. Right? Thank you. I cleaned the dipstick. I put the dipstick in place. I never pull it out. I don't remember pulling it out to see the oil level. Right? Okay, it looks like it's at 50%, the oil level. It's at maximum. Like I said, the oil looks a little bit black. We have to ask, when did he change the oil last time? It doesn't look so clean. Yep, and the air filters, I was confused because I was watching these air filters over there, but these are the air filters belong to this car. Okay. Looks clean. I'm gonna put the guys to clean it for me. Blow it with some air. That's it for now. That's the first part, like I said. Next part with the diagnostic. They already make a health report, and I see voltage that there's a problem with the voltage on the car, and also with the transfer case. This indicates the battery. I have to check the date of the battery. Later on, I'm gonna see also the Wastegate Actuator, the vacuum pump from there, if the valve is okay. Classic stuff, like always. Don't forget to top up the fluid on the intercooler, the coolant. Yeah, that's it for now.